The Pac-12 is done as we know it, and for now, the Washington Huskies are the kings of the Pac-12. The Oregon Ducks are still recovering from a heartbreaking loss in the Pac-12 Championship in Las Vegas. Some players wishing they could go back and change the outcome. Some players wishing they put more out on the field, especially in that first quarter. A game that ends in triumph for one team ends in heartbreak for another. Coming in with a chip on their shoulder and with something to prove, Dan Lanning had nothing but confidence for his guys coming into this game, but the early deficit ultimately plagued the Ducks for the entirety of the game.
You just can't start off slow against a really good team. We obviously started off slow. They weren't, they won a lot of critical situations as far as third down. We thought third down was a place that we had to be good. They were effective running the ball. We didn't do a good job stopping the run, and then we weren't able to run the ball. And you got to be able to run the ball in games like this.
The final Pac-12 championship game ended with a 34-31 Washington victory. The Ducks trailed 20-3 at one point in the game and were able to make a comeback, scoring 21 points in the second half. But a slow first quarter left the Ducks constantly fighting from behind.
They were just really good, and when you look at it, we didn't really get a first down. We didn't get a momentum play, and then in the second quarter we finally did, and we started to move the ball a little bit better. But I just thought the explosive plays weren't there for us tonight.
An emotional way to end the season for the Oregon Ducks as they finished 11-2 overall, with both losses coming from the Huskies. 2 losses ending with only a 3-point difference. 2 losses that will haunt the Ducks until they meet Washington again in the Big Ten.
We lost to Washington 2 times, and they were both really close games, and you can look at both games and go back and nitpick the film and say, you could have done this or you could have done that. You could beat yourself up over it, but it's just a lot of emotions, a lot going on that, man, you wish you could change, like you wish you could go back and do so many different things. Just hurts.
While the chances of making the college football playoffs are now out of reach for the Ducks, a bowl game is in their near future, and Oregon wants to end their season where they belong, and that's back in the win column.
I know how hard our players work. I hate to see them finish on that note. I know we're going to get an opportunity for a great bowl game. I want to see those guys go out there and compete for that, but I have to give credit to Washington, Coach DeBoer. They did a great job. They had a good plan, executed well, but hurting for the guys in that locker room.
Reporting at Allegiant Stadium, Peyton Manny, Newswatch 12 Sports.